So what up 2K fans, your boy Shake. As you already know, PlayStation, myself, and Cam Reddish are hosting a Win the Court tournament. Anyone who signs up gets a PlayStation custom designed court, but the winner will come away with a custom designed court by Cam Reddish himself, a signed jersey by Cam Reddish, and 450,000 VC. Today I want to give you guys 5 tips and tricks to help better your chances at winning the tournament. So tip number 1, stick to the better teams. Not necessarily your favorite team. Make sure you get familiar with at least 3 of the top teams in the game. Now based on overall, the top 5 teams are the Nets, Lakers, Bucks, Suns, and the Clippers. Now the Warriors and Nuggets are rated a little bit higher than the Clippers, but you just can't ignore the tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. If you're good, you can also get away with using the Warriors, the Nuggets, the 76ers, Celtics, and the Hawks. Tip number 2, take advantage of players with Hall of Fame badges. They can absolutely lead to some easy buckets. For example, League MVP Nikola Jokic has Hall of Fame grace under pressure, which means he can score right at the basket extremely easily. He also has post playmaker, which boosts the shot percentage on passes made out of the post, which means if you double team him, he can kick out to open shooters and they'll knock down their shots. And beware of gold break starter and gold bullet passer, because if he gets a rebound, he can launch the ball 90 feet to an open scorer. Kyrie has every Hall of Fame badge you need to ISO. It'll be next to impossible to keep Giannis off the boards and out of the paint. With Hall of Fame fast twitch and fearless finisher, there's very few people that can stop him once he gets in that restricted area. And then take a look at Kawhi Leonard's Hall of Fame clamps and Hall of Fame menace. He's the primary reason this team is in the top 5. He's the one man you can switch on defense to shut down nearly anyone. Tip number 3, don't be afraid to run plays. Check the playbook for at least 3 teams that you want to get familiar with and do your best to create mismatches. In every playbook you have a few quick plays. Right here I ran a floppy with Klay Thompson. You're going to notice him, he's going to fake the backdoor cut. He's going to use the screen from Wiggins and find himself open enough to knock down the quick catch and release jump shot.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially.
And again, wide open, knocking him down. Right here, I'm going to cheese a pick and roll play with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Hold L1, bring Embiid in for the pick. Sets the pick, cuts to the basket, easy dunk. Now I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm going to score with Ben Simmons. Just because he's so overpowered. And don't get it twisted, in-game Ben Simmons has no conscience, and he's just like a center when going to the basket, can barely be stopped. In a late game situation, you might want to call a positional play call for your best player. Have him run a floppy and get him open for a game-winning shot. Just watch how this play develops. Devin Booker's gonna run around 3 total screens. Almost impossible to stop. If you're playing against a live opponent, of course they're gonna read it over time. So you don't wanna run this play over and over. But you definitely wanna try to take advantage of some of the better players on your team. Tip number 4, always adjust your defense. When you can, put your best defender on their best scorer. Say for example, it's the Clippers versus the Suns. Both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are great defenders. But since Devin Booker is the Suns' best scorer, it's probably better to put Kawhi Leonard on him and put Paul George out on Mikal Bridges. And this is only one play, but take a look at these results. What happens when Kawhi Leonard is on Devin Booker? And usually after the first possession, the AI will make the adjustment. Now we have Kawhi Leonard guarding Devin Booker for the rest of the game. And look at the frustration. Made that man step out of bounds. And this is not to say that Paul George can't guard Devin Booker. But we just know that Kawhi Leonard is the best in the league. Why not use him? And why not limit their best scorer the best we can? Look at this. Devin Booker has no place to go. Kawhi can actually run through them screens, play defense from any position, gets the block, and that play is over and done with. And finally, tip number 5, play on 2K Cam, not the broadcast cam. I can't tell you how many tournaments I've watched where 2 guys are playing and one guy's playing in the 2K cam, the other guy's in broadcast, and the 2K cam player has a clear advantage. And don't get me wrong, if you're actually good with the broadcast cam, by all means use what you're used to. Right here when we transition to defense, you're unable to see the way the offense is set up. Down here we have Anthony Davis already in position to score. Right here we get a block. We're on the fast break. I can't see James Harden, and I realized late that he was probably wide open. You can even see it in instant replay. Right here we finally get a stop on LeBron James. We get the block and it initiates a fast break situation, but I can't see James Harden. Now here's what that same play looks like in 2K Cam after the camera switches. Now I can see James Harden is wide open in the corner. Could have fed him the ball a long time ago. Similar situation, we got the stop on Anthony Davis and I can see James Harden down court for an easy quick 2 points. Here's how it would look after the camera flips in instant replay. James Harden's beating Russell Westbrook down court. I'm able to fling it down and bully my way to the rim for the easy bucket. Now there's some other tips I can give you guys, such as dribbling, using icon passing, and timing your jump shots. But if you're gonna be in this tournament, it's gonna be up to you to brush up on your skills and get some practice in. And finally, signing up is easy. From the title screen, you scroll over to Play Now, and in the bottom left of your screen, you see the PlayStation tournaments when you click the options button. And just by signing up and playing, you get this cool custom PlayStation court. And remember, October 9th, 6:45 p.m. Eastern is the registration deadline. So click the link in the description to sign up. So as always, it's your boy Shake. Good luck in the tournament. I'll see you guys in the next one.